Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today I have a review and wear test of the brand new KVD Beauty Good Apple Serum Foundation. This is not sponsored. I did buy this with my own money, and I'm gonna let you guys know if it's worth your money. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so let's get into it. Like I mentioned in the intro, I did buy this with my own money, and it's interesting because it's not even available yet. I think what happened, so I bought it in the KVD website, not like on Sephora. I think they accidentally maybe made it available, and I went ahead and bought it real fast because I never actually tried the original Good Apple foundation because it was always sold out. So I like jumped on it. I got it in the mail. But now I believe it's saying it's going to be available February 6th. So just letting you guys know, that's how I got it, but it wasn't sent to me. By the way, this is the second time I'll be wearing this foundation. I already tried it out for you guys, so this could be more of an in-depth review. So really quickly, aesthetics, let me show you guys the bottle. As you guys can see, it's actually a really beautiful bottle. This bottle is glass, and the cap is plastic, and it does have a pump. I did get the shade medium 045. I did just shade match myself on the website. There are 40 different shades, and it's $42. 1.01 fluid ounces, so pretty standard. So this is described as a full coverage with a natural finish, transfer proof extreme long wear with a lightweight serum feel. It covers everything from blemishes to acne scars, hyperpigmentation, discoloration, and more. You have never seen natural full coverage like this. It says it's a pore blurring natural finish, best for combo to oily skin, but anyone can wear it. I have normal to dry skin, letting you guys know. Versatile modern formula, non-comedogenic, flashback free, 100% cruelty free and vegan. I already did try this foundation out, and I also did wear it for a long time, and I do have footage of what it looked like. Now, when I first tried it, I didn't use a primer, but today I will, so I can see the difference because, like I mentioned, I do have normal to dry skin, but apparently anyone can wear it. I'm gonna add really quickly the e.l.f. Power Grip Niacinamide Primer to add some hydration. You don't need it for longevity with this foundation, but I just wanna add a little bit of hydration to see if it makes any difference. And we will do half the face with a brush and half with a sponge. This is what my skin is looking like. It's pretty good. I do have a couple blemishes down here, but for the most part, anything that I have to cover are just like dark spots and or freckles. This is what one pump looks like. Not extremely runny. It's a little bit more of a cream than I thought. Not super thick, kind of like a runnier cream, but I wouldn't say this is extremely runny. And the reason why I say this is because it says that it's like a serum-like. So I expected it to be a little bit more liquidy. And if you are wondering, medium 45 is described for medium skin with neutral undertones, but it is actually a little bit more yellow than you would think for a neutral foundation. I personally prefer to use a brush with my foundations. So we'll do that first, and then we will compare it. So again, this is a full pump for half of the face. I'm gonna be using a BK Beauty A507. You guys know I love this brush. And I like to tap it out and then buff. So, as you can see, it does blend fairly easy. This is what it looks like. Personally, I don't think it's giving like the most full coverage I've ever seen, especially like comparing to the KVD Lock-It foundation. I do think it gives more of like a medium to full, but it is buildable. So just keep that in mind. If you want that full coverage, all you have to do is build it up a little bit. Now, I know it says that it's a natural foundation, but in my opinion, I think it's a little bit more of like a semi-matte. Even with that Niacinamide Power Grip Primer, it's still not giving any type of like luminosity. I am more used to something a little bit more like hydrating. This is definitely not hydrating, and what I noticed when I first put it on yesterday, and I'm noticing the same thing right now, is that it kind of looks like it's just sitting on the skin right when you apply it. I personally think it looks better over time rather when you first apply it. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see on my camera, but I just feel like it doesn't melt into the skin right away. Not saying that it won't later though. So let's go ahead and do one more pump on the other side with a sponge. I like to kind of blend it out with my fingers first so that it doesn't just like soak up all the product. So I'm just gonna like tap it out a little bit. I actually haven't tried it with the sponge yet, so this is going to be a first impression for me. It's blending out very easily, and you know what? It actually is looking really nice with a sponge. It's not really soaking up the product very much. Ooh, I might like this better with a sponge actually. Alrighty, so looking up close, for my skin type, I think the sponge made it look a lot nicer, and it actually is kind of blending onto my skin rather than sitting on top of it. So obviously, because my sponge is damp, it kind of helps a little bit with that hydration. So as of now, I do prefer it with a sponge rather than a brush. The brush just looks a little bit cakey right now. It's not my favorite foundation. It's nice, but it just doesn't look as good as my favorites. My favorites right now are the Rare Beauty foundation as well as the KOHL'S foundation. But like I mentioned, I did already try it out, and it actually did look nice by the end of the day. So let me show you guys how it works with all the other products, and then I will show you guys the final look, and then we will do a wear test. So to make this video not too long, I am going to speed up the makeup, but I will leave it in there so you guys can see it. Alrighty guys, I am done with my makeup, and as you can see, it is looking very full coverage. Let me zoom you guys in. So far, the verdict I have is that this foundation looks very good from far away and in pictures, but when you look closely, it does get a little cakey. Obviously, I don't have that oily skin that it might cater to. It actually looks very nice on the skin, only a little bit cakey, but very like full coverage. The only thing is right here around my mouth and around my nose is where it's like a little patchy and like extra cakey. This is what it looked like at the end of an 8-hour wear test without that gripping primer. As you can see, it still looks extremely full coverage, and seeing that video, it almost looked a little bit like on the dewier side, which I'm surprised. So far, what I'm thinking is that this is one of those foundations that's going to photograph extremely well, but maybe just not look as skin-like in person, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a 10-hour wear test. It's a Saturday. I'm gonna be out all day. I will let you guys know. I will show you guys a video of how it looks. So far, I do think it's very pretty. It's not my new favorite by any means, but obviously, like I mentioned, I don't have the skin, the oily skin that they might be looking for. So far, it's maybe like a 7 out of 10 for me. Like I mentioned though, I feel like last night it looked better by the end of the day. So let me give you guys my like last ultimate review at the end of the video. So I will see you guys in about 10 to 12 hours. Okay guys, I'm in the car and this is what the foundation looks like. See how it looks like very flawless? But when you get up close, it looks a little cakey. But anyways, this is it in natural light. I will see you guys at the end of the day. Hey guys, so it's been officially 10 hours and I haven't touched up, nothing like that. And kind of like I mentioned, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror. I feel like this foundation on my skin almost looks like better over time. It's a nice foundation. It's not my new favorite. I do think, as you can see, I think it looks beautiful in video as well as pictures, like I mentioned 1,000 times. In person, it looks decent. It just looks a little cakey. Even my husband, I asked him, does this look a little cakier than usual? And he did say yes. So obviously for normal to dry skin, it's not going to be my go-to because it is really expensive, and there are other foundations around that price range that I think will be better. So I do think maybe if you do have more oily skin, you might like this better. So yeah, so like I mentioned in the video, I give it maybe like a 7 out of 10. I hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will link it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.